Hi, I'm Carla from Sagebrush, and today we're going to talk about the importance of water temperature and brewing coffee. Now, brewing coffee seems like a real simple process, right? It's coffee and water. The water goes through the coffee, and there you have your cup. But really, all of these things need to work together really well for a really good cup of coffee. What is the right temperature to brew coffee? The right temperature would be the range between 195 degrees and 205 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a little bit below boiling point. Now, if you consider where we are above sea level, that boiling point may change a little bit, but for our purposes, we're not going to worry about that too much. Cupping standards recommend 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's if you really want to follow strict cupping standard guidelines, that would be your target temperature. If the water is too cold, it can be under extracted, which means you're not going to pull the flavor from your coffee that you want. If it's too hot, it may be over extracted because high temperatures tend to pull the caffeine, acidity, and all the components of the coffee too fast. So you may get some extra bitterness. You're probably not going to get the flavor that you really want if the water is too hot. So how do you get the right water temperature? Really, it has to do with your equipment. If you've got the right equipment, you can get the right water temperature. You can use a thermometer, but that's not really practical. Who has time to pull that out in the morning? So I suggest you use a gooseneck kettle, and I suggest this one. This is the Fellow EKG Stag kettle. You can adjust the temperature to whatever you want, and it has the capability of holding that temperature once you set it. So you push your button, you brew your water, and then you pour it over your Chemex or your V60 pour over, whichever you prefer. And it makes it really simple and easy to make sure that you hit that temperature that you really want. And so, you don't have to wonder if your temperature was too hot or too cold. You can make sure that it's just right. There is one brewing system that is head and shoulders better than the rest. That's the Moccamaster. And I'm going to show you the parts, and we'll brew some coffee. We'll go over some of the features. First, we'll start with the water reservoir. Here you can do about 10 cups of coffee. The water will travel through this water outlet. The water outlet has 9 holes, and the purpose of those 9 holes is to equally distribute the water through the grounds and into the carafe. If you look at the carafe, it's got this interesting destratification tube. And what that tube does, it distributes the coffee evenly in the carafe so that the coffee that you taste from the first cup to the last cup has the best possible flavor. That's the purpose for that. And you're not going to find very many that have that feature. So it's a meticulously designed brewing system that also allows you to, if you don't have a full pot, you can change here and have the heat set to only keep half a pot warm. It also has this hot plate that's also kind of a smart hot plate, because what's amazing about this brewing system is it will keep the coffee warm at approximately 197 degrees to 204 degrees Fahrenheit, which is right, that sweet spot, right in that temperature that you really need to have high quality, great tasting coffee. That's what really sets this Moccamaster apart, is that it brews at just the right temperature and it keeps the coffee at just the right temperature. So whether it's your first cup or your last cup, your coffee's going to taste great. That's what really makes this really special. So I'm going to go ahead and brew some coffee, and I'll go over some history as the coffee brews. I already have my coffee inside the filter basket, and you can see I've got my water in there. So I'll go ahead and turn it on. What makes the Moccamaster really special is its history. It was invented by Gerard Clement Smith back in 1969. He was the founder of the Technivorm factory where the first Moccamaster would be made. They still make Moccamaster today. It's still made in the Netherlands. Every single part is made in Europe, and every single part is hand assembled and tested for durability, because another feature of the Moccamaster is its durability. And this specific Moccamaster that we're using right now has been used to brew over 3,000 batches of coffee. This was our batch brewer for about, 3 to 4 years, and before that it was used at home. And you can see, even after 3,000 batches and many years of use, you can see that it's still working really well. I used this very one to make coffee for myself this morning and to make it for my whole family. And really, it was high quality, great tasting coffee. It was a really good coffee experience, and it's very consistent. That's another thing about this. The brew is consistent, and they work really hard, and they're very proud of making a really high quality, consistent brew. So when you look at a brewer that you want to buy, and you're considering something that you want to last a long time, you want it to be durable, you want to be able to use it often, you want to be able to have consistent, great tasting coffee, this really is perfect for you. Maintaining your Moccamaster is also pretty easy, and if you follow the cleaning instructions, which are very simple, you just, you don't want to put pieces in the dishwasher, you want to make sure you're washing it in the sink by hand, and if you do that, this machine will last you for years, continually making consistent coffee. Really, to make a great cup of coffee, you need precision. Learning that precision can be a lot of work, and you can have a lot of things to think about between the grind, between the amount, between the water temperature. The Moccamaster really does all of that for you. It looks like the coffee is nearly done, so let's go ahead and try some. I didn't think about how I would do that. That is a really good cup of coffee. And if you're wondering what I'm brewing, this is our Kenyan Wet Process Gold Label. It really is a very good cup of coffee. So we've learned that precision is the key to brewing a great cup of coffee. And what matters most is your equipment. Whether you like a V60 pour over, a Chemex, or a drip, we have products that will give you that precision for whatever you're looking for. If you found this video interesting, if you own a Moccamaster and would like to share your thoughts about it, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching.